So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's time for the weekly movie and pop culture hunt. Yeah. So what are we going to be looking for? I don't think there's hardly anything out there in stores, but we are going to go out and we're going to have some fun. I like to look for physical media. Sometimes you find a rare gem you didn't know was coming out, or you missed something from last week. Or we also look for pop culture stuff like figures and toys and all kinds of cool things like that. So let's get into like Walmart, Target, the usual stores, and let's see what we can find. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
What's this lying around shit?
Oh, well, we're not lying around. We're going to go into Walmart first on this hunt, and let's see if we can find anything. So I'm not looking for a lot of movies, so we thought we would check out the spooky section first. Oh, look, it's cute. It's love hands. But then they got this really cool like candelabra thing that's up here. I thought this was neat looking with the black candles in it. Let me see. Can we get one of them to work? Nope. That one works. So that was neat looking. I like that. And what else they got? A lot of skeletal type stuff. What does that do? Light it up. Let me see it. What you got? I mean,
I don't know. I just like because I can put it with my fall stuff. It's cute.
light that pumpkin up right there. This is kind of cool. That reminds me of CM Punk AG Lee.
You gotta pull that little tab.
We'll pull the tab out.
Kind of cool. That's 10.
That's neat looking.
Oh, yeah, they
Kind of reminds me of Rob Zombie's Halloween, the way he made those masks. Who's going to buy that stuff? That stuff is cheesy. Oh, well. And they got all these neon bright colors on everything this year. That's kind of neat, holding a little heart. Love till death. Here for the booze. A lot of pillows, a lot of stuff. Look at this. I thought that was kind of cool. A little small reef with skeletons in the middle. Half of the light up stuff doesn't work. Everybody tries it and runs the battery dead. Over here in the mask section, easy for me to say. Look, they got the bling scream knife. They got a cheap clown mask. What's back here? That's a fox head. Got this Popeye mask. That's weird that they randomly would have Popeye. Some guy had on his video that he found the black mask at Walmart. Everybody thinks it might be bogus because none of us that are hunting have found it yet. So if you do find it in Walmart, let me know in the comments down below. Got a lot of mugs, glassware. This is the blow up stuff. I like this. Look, they got a ghost face this year. One from there's Michael Myers. They always change what he's holding. One time it's a sign, one time it's a pumpkin, but it's pretty neat that they have those. Don't see anything else new. A lot of this stuff is the same stuff I remember seeing last year.
This town needs an enema.
But I'll give it a glance. Does anybody buy these skeletons of animals? Those are weird looking.
No!
And they're really lightweight, so I don't know where you would put them. You couldn't put them outside. Look at that one laying on its back. That's weird. Either way. So let's creep up on the movie section and see if they got anything over here. I'm not looking for anything in particular because I don't think anything new came out. They still have that Casper Steelbook, $29.96. I think it's cheaper than online. Final Destination. We got The Accountant 2. I don't see the 4K of that anymore. Thunderbolts, the 4K doesn't have the slipcover. They still got Karate Kid Legends for $29.96. And over here, they got the Steelbooks. You got The Conjuring, where the new movie just came out. That's kind of cool. You got Twisters, the double feature of that, the original and the new one. You got Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Sonic Prime, the Netflix show. Serenity, Longlegs, Chainsaw Man Volume 1. A random Kino Lorber title at Walmart. That's weird.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
And it's an old one, too. I don't know why they would even have that. The Transformers original movie for $20 on Steelbook. Minecraft. Warfare, Fear of the Walking Dead. So they got a decent selection here at this store. We'll give it a once over for the TV stuff. I don't see any sales tags now. So everything must have already been marked down as low as it's going to go for now. There's the Dexter set. Rookie Blood. I remember finding those seasons in the Dollar Tree. Not all of them, but the first few. Three's Company. That Honeymooner set is much more expensive online, like Amazon. At least it was the last time I looked. Over in this section, I don't really see anything. They got a random copy of The Passion of the Christ on DVD stuck there. That's weird. These Hallmark movies, they put them in a triple pack. At least you get some bargain with that. Sneaks, I never saw that. Shadow Force, that was a fairly new movie. Let me know in the comments down below if you've seen that. The Quiet Ones. A lot of these movies are just DVD, so I probably wouldn't buy them. The Comeback Trail, I think somebody said you could get that cheap on Blu-ray from Hamilton Book. I don't think they put anything new in the glow-in-the-dark cover section, but we'll look. We got that Lost Boys 3-film collection. The Circle of Bones I may end up getting. They got the Black Phone. It's a nice cover. Halloween trilogy. I think I bought the last cover of the 4K of Halloween. They got the It 2-film collection. Salem's Lot. Beetlejuice cartoon. Nosferatu. That's pretty cool. I like that cover anyway. Pearl. That's a Walmart exclusive slipcover there. Some stores didn't have the slipcover. So there's that glow-in-the-dark section. Not too impressed. Here's some pops I thought I'd show you, see if I got anything new. Not really seeing anything. That's cool. They got the alien with claw, like from The Machine. That's a neat idea. Got some plush. Got some Peter Venkman. Why did Ghostbuster stuff randomly come out again as far as pops?
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
They got the Jaws Hooper with the cloth goods. I'm still looking for the other ones at affordable price, but I did pick up that McFarlane there. They got the Office. So not a lot there. And then this is their $5 section. Figured I'd just give you a glance at it. Superman the movie. Secondhand Lions is pretty good. Psycho Gorman. Some stores have a slipcover on that. Talk to Me. The Finest Kind. I think that was only on DVD, so that might be the only way you can get it now for $5. And on the flip side of the main display, they do have the Halloween Haunts, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Megan. I thought that was supposed to have a glow-in-the-dark cover. The Last of Us, at least that season's on Blu-ray on this display this time. They usually only have the DVD. Final Destination 5 movie collection. They need covers for those. Creep Show, I think they heard they canceled that.
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is.
Yeah, this hunt isn't over. We're going to keep going, and this time we're going to go into Target. So let's see what we can find. Start here in the figures. There was somebody in the wrestling figure section.
Don't these people have jobs or homes or something?
Got some Spider-Mans. Got a G.I. Joe Cobra that's on clearance for $12. That's a pretty good deal for that. When this fireman figure goes on clearance, I'm going to get one of those. I'm going to fix it up, put it in my display with the Michael Myers like from Halloween. So over here, they still have this section that's so outrageous. Unless that goes clearance, nobody's going to get it. But they got some new 2-packs. They got the Rock and John Cena. Comes with the Rock's weight belt. Why wouldn't that be Rock and Cody Rhodes? I don't know. And then they got CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and that feud is still going on. Did you guys like the return of AJ Lee? That Rock scan is weird. His eyes look weird. Either way. At least it comes with a vest that's removable. They got the Netflix Raw figures. There's Ray from the LWO. Not seeing too much else. Alright, you two. You guys can go get a room. They didn't have anything else in Target.
Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me? Let's go! Come on! Ah!
Alright, this hunt's been pretty tough. Over here, I wasted a few minutes and I went into Best Buy. I haven't been in here in months. They do have these Sesame Street figures. Look, you can get you a NECA figure of Ernie and Bert. Those are pretty neat, but I don't think they're $35 neat. That's a little much for those. They should have had them in a 2-pack.
That's too fucking high!
I think Target had an exclusive of the Count, right? They always had Batman Multiverse or DC Multiverse figures in here. They actually got a Platinum Edition there. And then they got some of these. These are kind of cool. I thought these might have been Walmart exclusives, but they got Lex Luthor and Ultraman. He comes with the little kaiju figure. What'd you guys think of the Lex character from Superman? This Clayface figure from animated series might be popular because they're making a Clayface movie. If you didn't know that. And then look at all this Lego. So they got rid of all the physical media just to sell a bunch of Lego that I never see selling. But they got NECA figures, Silence of the Lambs. They got this Leatherface with the tab torn. That's a pretty nice looking figure. I like the box artwork. And they got this RoboCop. You know, I've been wanting this, but after seeing it in person, I'm not sure I like it because it's like it's reflecting off the metal from the lights on top of the police car. It's supposed to be like the poster. I'm not sure I like that. If you try to display it, it would look weird. So you literally need to keep it in the box. So I don't know. I guess if I was just going to hang it up and display it, that would be nice. But they don't have as many NECA figures in here as they did last time. But alright, let's get out of here.
Oh, we're afraid to go with you, Pluto. We might get in trouble. Well, just kiss my ass from now on!
I don't think you guys would be afraid to go with me in Barnes & Noble. Let's head in here and see what we can find. This main section, somebody told me they still had, was it Paramount movies 50% off? But these aren't Paramount. These are Universal. Is this Universal 50% off as well? But they don't, none of them have stickers on it and there's no sale sign. So I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, most of these look like to be Universal titles. The Secret Garden on DVD. Still that Could Kill a Mockingbird. Love Hurts. Drop. All good movies, but unless they were like really, really cheap, there would be no reason to buy them in here because everything costs too much. Here's their little bargain section. They two sides to it. A lot of $5 titles. The Changeling, $5. Forrest Gump, $10 Blu-ray. Nothing new there. Did they add anything on this side? Knives Out, Goodfellas, Legend, Nacho Libre. There's a few random things in there, but if you're like me and been collecting a while, you're not going to find much in this section. They got a bunch of steel books over here. They never clean it up, look, because they still got the Coneheads and Happy Gilmore. That needs to be in the main movie section. Somebody needs to put that up.
That's your home! Are you too good for your home?
So, let's travel over here. What's on the other side? That Blob 4K steelbook is really nice. And they got the Dexter Original Sin steelbook. Oh, this is cool. So they got Sunset Boulevard with the slipcover. It is 50% off, so it'd be like 14 bucks. That's a good deal. So maybe all Paramount really is 50% off. They got the Shane Kino Lorber down there. That's just randomness out there. So you got your Clint Eastwood slips. I don't really see where they added anything new in here. That Tommy Boy should be 50% off. Jaws 50th anniversary. It doesn't have a slipcover, so you miss out. There's an Arrow title of that Clash of the Titans set. Not really seeing much here, but yeah. That Blob, I highly recommend that movie. That's a great remake, reboot. Look at all these CDs that nobody's going to buy.
What the hell is that?
Well, that's a nice, cool looking set. Look at there with Pink Floyd. But I'm definitely not going to buy it. Music is one thing I am okay with streaming, even though I still have a lot of my vinyl and CDs. Chinatown. See, the two Jakes came out. I was going to look for that in here just to see if they did receive it. Ben-Hur randomly over here for $7. Billy Madison. Black Sheep. Better Off Dead. I keep telling you guys, grab that one for 50% off. A great deal. That should be cheaper by now. I really like that Alien Romulus cover for the Blu-ray. The Ace Venturas, they have both of them. If you don't want the steelbook, you can get the slip. 40 Virgin. None of this stuff sells. There's The Conjuring. Just a reminder, that doesn't include a Blu-ray in the steelbooks, only the 4K. That Clueless should be 50% off as well. Some anime. I'm just randomly looking at stuff. Dragonheart, that was a Walmart exclusive for a while. Elvira, yep, is 50% off. There's a Blu-ray and a 4K of that. That Aaron Brockovich should be cheaper. You can get 50% off of ET, but without a slipcover. Freaky Tales, we saw that in Walmart. Foul Play. I think I like Seems Like Old Times with Goldie Hawn and Chevy Chase better than that. Let me flip this around. The General's Daughter. Mouse Hunt. So lots of Kino Lorber stuff that recently came out. They still have. It looks like 30% off is their usual sale for Kino Lorber. There's Twisters down there, and Turbulence is a good movie. Remember when it was hard to find True Lies? Now it's just chilling on the shelves in Barnes & Noble. I don't see anything else in this section. That's the 4K of Heretic, right? Yeah, so they've got A24 stuff separated out, but they also put it mixed into here. It's weird. Can't get it back in. What's down here? Yeah, like that. That should be in the Arrow, not the Arrow, the A24 section. The Monkey, that's a DVD. Why are DVDs in protective cases in here?
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
We're getting down below here. I'm scrounging. I'm not finding anything new. And they need to update the pricing stickers in here. It's ridiculous. So they have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning, but they don't have the first one. So it looks like people bought the first one. That's good. So people are buying Arrow 4Ks in this store during the sales. 50% off. I think it's for like, what, another week? On this end cap, didn't really see anything. Over here is where they have their A24 and Arrow titles. A very small separate selection. This is brand new, Lost in Space. That just came out, so you can get that for 50% off. Nice cover. I really like that cover artwork. So you can get Jason X, Jason Goes to Hell. Perpetrator, I bought that but haven't watched it yet. Might try to watch that in the next week or so. All the latest A24 they at least have. A couple of these movies like this I haven't picked up yet, so I haven't filled in all the holes in my A24 collection. Let me know if you guys have bought all those and which ones are worth buying. Let's look. Here's a snapshot of the anime and Pops, including the original Pennywise. That's pretty neat. People are finding some Pennywise and Halloween stuff in Five Below. I might have to go in there one day and check it out. Voyager got Doctor Who down there for 30% off. I bought that when it was 50% off. Doesn't look like anything new in the TV section. Ridley. I wonder what that is. Remember when that end of Obesity was expensive at Walmart and everybody was looking for it regular price? I never bought it. I randomly do buy the South Park stuff when it's on sale, but I usually don't buy it like right when it comes out. Can't believe how long that show's still been on the air. Alright, look, I'm going to show you one random thing to end this hunt. Look, in the Dollar Tree, they still have these Deadpool, Wolverine activity books. They're kind of cool, and they're only $1. Well, what, like $1.25 or $1.50? Alright, what's up, everybody? We're going to look at the new releases for September 2nd, and I'll talk about what we might have found in stores or should have found. But if you see there, it starts with Lost in Space 4K. We were lucky enough to actually see that in Barnes & Noble. The Two Jakes 4K. I looked for that in Barnes & Noble. I fully expected to see that or Salvador. I don't remember seeing them. That Superman 5 film collection, that it's a little, people might get confused. It does not include the Superman Returns. It's the 2 cuts of Superman 2, but that's the re-release from Amazon. We'll talk about that in the haul, maybe. Wink, wink. You got Frankenstein's Bloody Terror. I actually showed that last week. I thought that came out last week, so you got that one earlier. Huckleberry Finn 50 Sci-Fi Collection. You got Queen Millennia, the complete series. I'm assuming that's anime. Movie Smoke with Harvey Keitel. You got the Errol Flynn collection from Warner Archives. Greta Garbo collection from Warner Archives. Smoke and Blue in the Face. That's a double feature featuring Harvey Keitel from Kino. I'm going to just go ahead and let you know. I ordered that. It's just taking forever to get here. Some of these retailers, man, it's just the postal service is holding shit up. But either way, so you're not going to see that in the haul. Blur to the End with Storia, some anime, the Two Jakes Blu-ray, Blue in the Face Blu-ray, Undisputed Wesley Snipes Ving Rhames movie. I don't really remember much about that. I'll probably skip that for now. Tarzan of the Apes. You got Lords of Discipline. I don't really remember that movie much. Let me know in the comments down below if you remember it. And Nobody's Way Up to Exploration Hero. More anime. So not too much out this week. A couple titles you probably already know what I'm going to pick up, but let me know in the comments down below of that stuff what you picked up, and let's close out the video. So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter. Back there you can see JeffMan316 live. Usually if I do a live stream, it's Sunday nights around 9 p.m. Eastern. I don't always do them, but we watch along to a movie when I do them. Talk about pop culture, physical media, you know, like movie hunting and all that kind of stuff. So come over and support me. But if you really want to support me, there's a lot of ways you could do that. Number one, hit me up on Instagram, JeffMan316. I chat with a lot of you guys there. There's also a ton of information in the description of every video that I put out, like my eBay store where you could buy some Sterling Entertainment stuff or wrestling stuff. My affiliate link for Valoria Video, and if you go to valoriavideo.com, you can get 10% off of your first purchase by using JeffMan316 as the code. You can just like the videos, subscribe to the channel, do all that normal YouTube stuff, all kinds of ways to support me monetarily, super chats, PayPal, Cash App, all that stuff. So if you guys want to support me, All that information is down below. I feel like a lot of people always ask me questions like, what's your eBay store? What's all that? It's in the description of every video, I promise. So look there and you can find out all the ways you can support me. But like I said, the easiest way is to just like the videos, comment, subscribe, and share. I like to tell everybody, you know, usually I do this movie hunt, and then right behind it is a haul. Now, I don't do like a monthly haul. I used to, and they became too long, and I don't want people to have to sit down and watch like a 40-minute video just about, oh, look at all the stuff I bought. So I break it up, and like the release week that comes out, you know, I usually do my video after the release week. I show you the things that I bought during that week, or things that came in late, or just random stuff off the internet. So watch for the haul video. I know I do have a thrift store video. I've got a flea market video coming up. I've got all kinds of cool stuff on the channel that you can check out. So watch all the content. I'm going to do a giveaway when I hit 4,000 subscribers. I'm less than 50 away. I'll find something to give away, whether it be a 4K, a steelbook, something, a group of movies. I used to do Dollar Tree, you know, bundles of movies and that kind of stuff. So keep supporting me. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do all that normal YouTube stuff. If you are a subscriber, you rule. I unveiled quietly channel memberships. I'm going to post a video soon about what they are and what you can get. I know a lot of people have them. The best thing is just come in at the 99 cents or $1 a month, and you can, you know, get your name shouted out. If you've got a YouTube channel, you can let me know that, and I'll put it like under your name or whatever, so that way you get traffic on your channel based on following me and them supporting me. So I really appreciate that. Hit the notification bell if you are a subscriber. You'll know when I post new videos. Like I said, the next video, look out for the haul of the week. It's probably going to be a small one, but I double dipped on one thing. Yeah, I know I told you I wasn't going to do that, but this one is important, and I'll probably explain it in a separate video. So that's too much shilling, right? I know I'm like trying to sell you guys on a lot of stuff, but I really like this channel. I like the small growth that it's had over time, and I love the people that support me and talk to me. So keep coming back, and I'll keep making great content. I just did a Big Lots video. Check that one out. So until next time, boys and girls, this has been Jeff Mann, 316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
Party, 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 party.